Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, SKN.
Good morning, SKN. I'm Jamie Morris.
I'm Cortente Carty.
And I'm Mimi Armstrong. So first, we're going to take a brief look at the weather. And today is mostly cloudy with shower intervals, a high of 84 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 70 degrees. So again, another beautiful day here in St. Kitts. And as Jamie always says, walk with your umbrella just in case.
Yes, indeed. So yesterday, we have a talking point actually to start today out. So yesterday, Hortensia, you made us privy to the fact that you are an undercover Picasso.
Yeah.
So as a talking point before we begin the show, we'll speak a bit about your painting skills.
Yep, I actually brought the painting in. But
Yes, there it is.
It's
Look at that.
look at that.
Yes, definitely Picasso. I could definitely see someone paying 5,000 US for that. Or maybe 20,000. Not me, but someone. Someone, definitely.
No, you're rough. You're rough.
I know you just read the weather, but that's a little shady. Just so.
It's really nice though. It's really, and as we said, like sometimes you don't think that you have those artistic skills, but with the right guidance.
Because I actually did that piece with Sasha, the artist at Spice Mill. Yeah.
Wow, okay. I can't wait to see what else you do.
Of course.
We'll see. The show has lots of surprises, so we'll definitely see. All right, so we're moving on to the latest in local news. The COVID-19 task force expresses confidence in the safe return of major events in the coming months, and this coming from WIN FM. Major entertainment events may soon resume in St. Kitts and Nevis, according to Mr. Abdi Samuel, chair of the National COVID-19 Task Force. Mr. Samuel made that announcement during the February 2nd edition of the COVID-19 press briefing, and he said, quote, "I want to bring some good news. I want to speak to the entertainers and promoters, and the good news is that the National COVID-19 Task Force in our deliberations have agreed to have Cabinet consider the commencement of major events like controlled fetes and activities as of March 2022. Mr. Samuel said that the National COVID-19 Task Force will provide the exact date of resumption as soon as the final word is given by the federal cabinet. So good news on that front, please.
Yes, excited to again go back to the old normal, not the new normal.
One of my friend's birthdays in March, and she's looking forward to this.
Yeah, so we'll keep our fingers crossed for her. Moving right along, still in the local news, Prime Minister Harris holds bilateral talks with UK High Commission in St. Kitts and Nevis, to St. Kitts and Nevis. And this is coming from the press unit of the Office of the Prime Minister. Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris, held brief, meaningful bilateral discussion with non-resident High Commissioner of the United Kingdom to St. Kitts and Nevis, His Excellency Scott Forreston Wood, earlier today. Well, Wednesday, February the 2nd. During Wednesday's meeting, Prime Minister Harris and High Commissioner Forreston Wood addressed a number of matters that both anticipate will further to strengthen the relationship between St. Kitts and Nevis and the United Kingdom. The St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister impressed upon His Excellency the need for larger nations like the United Kingdom to champion the voices of small island developing states, particularly on matters pertaining to the challenge of assessing concessionary funding and climate change and climate adaptation. And of course, we've been talking a lot about climate change in recent news and how it has effects or will affect smaller islands. We even mentioned in one of our latest stories sometime this week or last week about a country that had to relocate its population because it was being flooded by the rising sea level. So again, very timely conversations, and I'm assuming that something fruitful comes from that.
Yes, most definitely.
St. Kitts Nevis Tennis Association holds annual general meeting. This from the St. Kitts Nevis Tennis Association press release. Despite the challenges posed by the COVID-19, the St. Kitts Nevis Tennis Association, SKNTA, was able to hold a successful annual general meeting on Friday, January 28, to elect a new executive to pave the way for the continuous growth of the game. The 2022 meeting was held in a hybrid format where several persons were present at the Warner Park and the others in a virtual space. And that did not stop all of the incumbent representatives from being returned to office. Watkins Shiverton was returned unopposed as the president of SKNTA, while Walwyn Chiverton was unchallenged as the vice president. Neil Owen remained the treasurer of the association, and Lisbeth Burrell was supported for the role of assistant secretary. The public relation officer position went to Jamie Abel, who ran unopposed, while Cuthbert Burrell was also returned as an executive floor member. Congratulations, I would say, to the returning members and to the new ones as well. So, and may the St. Kitts Tennis Association continue to rise.
Right. Do you guys play tennis, or have you ever played?
Yep, my husband actually played.
Ah,
And before
so
he
he's
was
good?
my husband, he used to train us. Way before I even imagined he would have been my husband. Yes, he's very good, yeah.
Okay, so tennis is bringing people together.
Yes, indeed.
That's a good one. Very good one. All right.
So we're going to take a brief commercial break, and we'll be right back with more of the latest on Good Morning SKN.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Good morning, this is Carol from Lux Carnival, and I listen to Good Morning SKN.
You're watching Good Morning SKN. Time now for the latest in regional news. This from the Associated Press. Hundreds of people have crowded into a shelter in Haiti, unfortunately, as authorities said Wednesday that they're struggling to provide drinking water and have been unable to reach several communities affected by heavy flooding in recent days. At least 4 people died and 1 reported missing after a cold front hit Haiti's northern and southern regions on Sunday, unleashing heavy rains that caused widespread flooding and fierce winds that uprooted trees. More than 2,580 homes were damaged, and some 500 people are staying in a temporary shelter in the north coastal city of Fort Liberty. Haiti's Civil Protection Agency said people urgently need water, food, and blankets. In the neighboring Dominican Republic, authorities reported at least 1 death, according to the Listin Diario newspaper. Sad news coming from Haiti. I think Haiti always gets hit the worst, it seems. So,
Always.
sending prayers and love to
Our
them.
prayers with them.
Yeah, and I think not only that they get hit tremendously, it's because of like the lack of infrastructure that makes when they do get hit
Right.
even worse.
That's
So
true.
again, I'm hoping and praying that things get better and people do get water. Something that we here take for granted, you know?
Absolutely.
So we'll move right on to the international news, and NATO says Russia to have 30,000 troops on drills in Belarus, North Ukraine. NATO said Russia stepped up its deployment to Ukraine's northern neighbor, Belarus, in recent days, and was expected to have 30,000 troops there to join the military exercise this month. The Russia-Belarus exercise, running until February 20th, have provided Moscow with cover to further increase forces near Ukraine at the time when United States and Britain have warned that Moscow may be gearing up for war. Ukraine's defense minister said Russia had currently massed a total of 115 troops near Ukraine's borders. Russia denies planning to invade Ukraine and has described the Allied resolve exercises with Belarus as a rehearsal in repelling external aggression. It has not disclosed the size of its forces, but says they will withdraw after the drills. NATO Security Generals Jens Stoltenberg said, over the last days, we have seen significant movement of Russian military forces into Belarus. So I guess something for us to look at. I mean, war is never something that's exciting. It's always very scary.
Very.
Yeah, so again, just something to look at.
Well, before we end the latest, I just have a brief comment. Mimi, we know that this is your final day on the set with us, and well, all of us at Good Morning SKN did not want you to leave empty-handed, so we decided that you could actually take your mug with you.
Aww!
But it's not that one.
Aww!
It's this
it says
one.
Mimi at the back, and it's in
With your
pink.
name on it.
Oh, thank you guys so much. I'll drink this every day, and I'll think of you guys.
But that's the point, right? You can start your mornings with us.
That was very thoughtful. That was really, really thoughtful. I appreciate it.
All right.
I mean, endings are also new beginnings, so I'm excited about that as well.
As you should be.
Yes.
As you should be. All right, well, there you have it for the latest. We will continue in a moment with more Good Morning SKN. Stay tuned.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Where are you going? I just mopped the floor and now the chair leaving marks all over the place. Come on, go in bed, see? Sometimes I just can't take you on.
Violence is expressed in many ways. Most, unfortunately, go unreported or unaddressed for many reasons. If you or someone disabled is being abused, contact the police at 465-2241, social services at 467-1314, or the St. Kitts Nevis Association of Disabled Persons at 465-2151, 663-9077, or 663-4116. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO.
I'm here to St. Kitts Nevis. You don't know informers I represent for the Ministry of Health. Yeah. Respect the COVID protocols. In a time like this, all for one for all. St. Kitts Nevis. Don't forget your mask. Wear it everywhere you go. Sanitize before and after everything you do. Cause you never know what's on the surface or the places to go. Maintain a safe social distance between me and you. Keep calm and stay focused. Don't be a fool, seek the facts first. And boost your immune system up. Don't wanna lose no more of us. Mass up furlough, sanitize, observe the protocols all about. Be wise. Mass up furlough, sanitize. Me family fitting boat and you. Blessed love and greetings. This is Infamous, and I am here to encourage every Kittitian and Nivision to remember that we have our part to play in the fight against COVID-19. So sanitize, wear your face mask, practice social distancing, and go and get vaccinated. For me no know about you, but me love think it's bad. Easy no man.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
All right, so today we will be decorating cupcakes and making mug cakes. Is this a play on what I said yesterday about mug shots? I don't know. Okay, well, mug cakes. So before we get into that, we want to share some decorating tips with you all. So here are 7 decorating tips.
So start off right. One of the most common mistakes beginner bakers make in decorating while the cake is still hot and fresh out of the oven, like trying to put on the icing while it's still hot. Doing this will cause the frosting to melt right off, creating a sticky, runny mess. Try freezing the cake to avoid this mishap. Once cooled, go ahead and place the cake in the freezer until you're ready to decorate. That's a great tip because I've tried decorating hot cakes before and it just turns to like oil mush. Exactly.
Yeah, but there's something counterintuitive about that because if you're talking about icing, ice and hot cake.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying.
Look at him. Look at him this week. Oh my gosh.
It's rubbing off.
I know.
Oh, it's rubbing off.
Oh boy.
That's what it is.
The shade. You see, you got it. It's coming over here. You're so right.
Decorating tools. A baker is only as good as their tools. So let's go through some essential cake decorating tools. First, a turntable makes frosting your cake much easier and cleaner. Place the cake on top and slowly turn the table to evenly spread the frosting on all sides of the pastry. For the frosting itself, we recommend frosting bags. This can be made right at home for much less than the store-bought alternatives.
I gotta ask a question though. Frosting bags? You guys ever use
my
frosting bags?
sisters do cakes, so they have frosting
Oh my
bags.
God, your sister makes the best cakes ever. That's my guilt. Oh man, I'm supposed to be watching my diet, but her cakes are really, really good.
I am the only sister that cannot bake cake.
I don't
I
think
mean,
you
your
should
friend
have said
also.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't have everything.
Exactly.
You can't have everything.
I don't think you should have said that because you're giving us tips. So your tips are what?
From my sisters.
So you
Yes, from observation.
just check. Just checking. I'm outnumbered today, but that's fine. I'm just checking. All right. So the other tip that we have for you is level and crumble. This sounds so funny already. So when you are trying to make your own birthday cake, the hardest part is getting the fondant or icing to look nice and smooth like it does at professional bakeries. Well, that is definitely true. To help you achieve this, try the level and crumble coat method rather. The crumble coat acts as a layer of glue to seal in moisture and provide an even surface. To start, spread a thin layer over the cake, thin enough that you can still see through the cake, and smooth it over the best you can. Level and crumble.
I mean, first time I'm hearing that, and I wouldn't be baking my own birthday cake, so
You don't gotta worry about that.
yeah, don't have to worry about that.
No, let the bakers worry about that.
Exactly.
Birthdays are R&R.
Exactly.
Everything just
I
comes to
agree.
you. Yeah.
I
You
agree.
guys are terrible.
Frosting. Making your own frosting may seem difficult, but it's actually pretty simple. Look through some of your cookbooks or look on some recipes online and YouTube and find which one you think would look and taste the best. The easiest way to go about this is buttercream frosting, easy to make and a favorite for most people. I also think that you could just buy frosting at the grocery stores in a container. Some other frosting tips include starting at the top and working your way down on the sides and using a palette knife to smooth the final layer.
Piping techniques. My sisters are good at this. Practice making perfect when it comes to cake piping techniques. As a beginner, you may want to practice on a piece of wax paper before placing into your pastry. James, heard that?
Oh boy.
This way you can get a
shame.
sense of how much and how fast the icing comes out of the bag before you accidentally spill half over your cake. This tip also helps you to see which design you like best.
All right, so hopefully I'll remember this. Luckily, it's in print, so I can go back over it.
Yes,
But yeah, that comment. I was stuck on that comment about buying frosting from the supermarket.
Yes.
Isn't the point to have you bake the cake yourself so you feel that pride? You're around bakers all the time, Cortensia. Isn't that the point?
Well, to them, but we want to eat it.
Exactly.
So we buy it and color it up.
You know the term stay in your lane? Like, yeah,
Yeah,
the
stay in your
bakers do.
lane.
Exactly.
Oh my God, I'm so outnumbered
I mean, but
today.
you still have to actually decorate the cake, which
Yeah.
is also difficult. So, yeah. Beginner steps, go to
Exactly.
a grocery store and buy a nice tube of icing and then, you know.
Frost your cake.
Frost your
You guys
cake,
are
right.
terrible. All right, so speaking of decorations now, we're talking about easy decorations. So the main show of your birthday cake is the frosting. So when it comes, hang on, the main show is the frosting? I thought the main show was the cake.
No.
Some No, for me, I agree. It should be the cake, but I mean, we see or we taste with our eyes first. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I've seen really beautiful cakes and it made me buy it. But then when I got home, it tasted like cardboard.
Oh, hopefully that's not you guys. All right, so the main show of your birthday cake is a frosting. Okay, I'll take it. So when it comes to cake toppers and other decorations, it's best to keep it simple. Piping tips will help you create beautiful edges or patterns across the cake. Use other items like sprinkles. Okay, I can do that. Kids' birthday cake toppers, big number candles. Absolutely, I agree with that. Party candles, etc. to enhance your cake with minimal effort. And those things you can get at the grocery store.
See, those things you're already at the grocery store.
Let's get the frosting.
Exactly.
Did you see how easy that was?
Exactly.
You're terrible. You're terrible.
Marshmallow fondant. Wow, these are a lot of tips. Did you decide to use fondant instead of icing to cover your birthday cake? Our last tip is for you. If you run out of fondant or can't see to make it lay flat on the cake, don't panic. You can make your own pastry fondant with only a few common ingredients: marshmallows, powdered sugar, and water. You can add this to the dough and you already can make more, and add to the pre-made fondant to make an easier texture that you could place on your cake.
You see what's going on here? You see what's going on?
We're buying all the things from the store. We may as well buy the cake from the store.
Exactly, and go home and fix it up. Because I do see they do that on YouTube and turn it into $100 cake.
True, yes. I've seen that. People buy cakes in stores and then they just decorate them at home. And it went from $20 to $500.
Mimi, you found your best friend. There's such agreement there. Oh boy. I tell you, never before seen on Good Morning SKN. All right, guys, this is where we leave you with the cake tips for now. We will be back with more Good Morning SKN in a moment. Stay tuned.
Next, please.
Good morning, Mommy. How are we today?
We are okay. I brought in Bobby to get her first HPV vaccine to secure her from this cancer-causing menace. I'm just trying to make sure my girls have a chance at enjoying life, you know?
You look unsure about something. Are you okay?
I'm a little nervous. My boyfriend found a lump here the other day, and now I'm freaking out.
I understand how you feel, but let's take care of Bobby first. First, let me explain about this vaccine, the HPV vaccine. The HPV vaccine protects both boys and girls. This vaccine can prevent most cases of cervical cancer and some cases of sexually transmitted infections. Mommy, that's it for Bobby. Can we talk privately for a few minutes? It's really good that you told me about your boyfriend finding the lump. I'm glad that you weren't too scared. Mommy, when was the last checkup? Which includes your breast examination and the pap smear.
Honestly, I don't know anything about pap smears. Is that something you do during childbirth? Because if that's the case, I would have done it twice, right?
A pap smear is an examination of your vagina and the pelvis area. It should be done for females between the ages 18 to 69 at least once a year. The World Health Organization recommends that the doctor or nurse that is doing the examination remove the cells from the cervix and check for any abnormal cells, cancer, and the human papillomavirus, which causes cervical cancer. If females get regular tests, anything unusual or abnormal can be treated and seen in its early stages. The girls are being vaccinated before age 13 to reduce the risk of getting cervical cancer. Women tested early and girls vaccinated can help us end cervical cancer. Don't be afraid. It's a simple examination which will be over very soon. Come on, let's get tested.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Shake. Drop to the ground and take a little cover under a table or strong furniture. Kneel. Bend your head close to your knees. Hold on to a table leg or desk, please. Hands. Behind your head, protect your neck with your arm. Face away from windows, you must understand. If you don't have a shelter to hang on to, remain in a place till the shaking through now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Drop, cover and hold. Stay in control. Drop, cover and hold. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Wave tsunami, wave tsunami, wave tsunami. Move away from doorways, windows and shelves. Heavy objects could drop. You could damage yourself. Cabinet and bookcases may also fall. Light fixtures and objects mounted on the walls. And if caught outside, find an open space. Debris from buildings may fly in your face. Kneel or sit on the ground. Cover your head and remember every word that I say. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Drop, cover and hold. Stay in control. Drop, cover and hold. Don't panic. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Wave. Tsunami. Wave. Tsunami. Wave. Tsunami. Drop. Everybody now. Drop. I wanna see you now. Cover your head. Cover your head. Drop. Say everybody now. Tsunami. I want you put up all your hands. Tsunami. I want you put up all your flags. Tsunami. Yeah. Tsunami. Yeah. Tsunami. Do not go home without permission. Stay and wait for help and instructions. Do not go down by the seat to watch the action. Just to talk about what has happened. In science lab, chemicals may drop. Exit only after shaking has stopped. Do not panic, everything will be fine. Don't use the phone line at this time. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Drop, cover and hold. Stay in control. Drop, cover and hold. Don't panic. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Wave tsunami. Wave tsunami. Wave tsunami.
Cakes, pies, cupcakes, pudding, and cookies. These are just a few types of desserts that are enjoyed worldwide. Le Parlor is a home-based, family-owned specialty bake shop in St. Peter, St. Kitts. There you will find the most delicious and creative desserts for any special occasion. It is Le Parlor's goal to make your cake experience enjoyable and satisfying. Their desserts take you on a decadent journey of bursting flavors that are sure to satisfy your sweet tooth. Le Parlor prioritizes quality attention to detail and customer satisfaction. All of their desserts are made from scratch using the finest ingredients, including the freshest fruits. Today we have with us the owner of Le Parlor, Caricia, here to share some of her cupcake decorating techniques. Good morning, Caricia, and welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning.
I'm so excited to see you, but you know why I'm excited to see you, right? All right.
So we have some lovely cupcakes here with us already, and they already smell good and they look fine enough for me. But for those who are fancy and more bougie, can you let us know how we're going to decorate them?
Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do just as simple, dollop, okay?
Okay.
So what we have here, we have the piping tips. We have piping tips, and we have two types of frosting. We have chocolate buttercream and we have vanilla buttercream. And we have some sprinkles just to jazz it up a bit. And we also have, this is the type of food coloring. This is the type of food coloring that I use. Brand, this is Chef Master. Most of my Most of my colors are used with this brand. Okay.
Well, before we touch anything.
Sanitize.
Thank you. I know you wanted to spray me long time.
I had a scissors in the bag.
No comment.
Scissors in the bag. Okay, so this one is for you.
Thank you.
And this one is for you.
Thank you, ma'am.
This is the part where I'm going to watch and learn, right?
Yes. So you can have
Thank you.
that writing tip.
I'm the guy in class that looks over at the desk next to me, and I'm like, oh, that's what you do.
You said you had a scissors that you needed
Yes.
to get?
It's in the bag. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna let me just run off.
The other one is right.
Mimi's already running off. It's not time to run off yet. We've got 2 hours left. We've got 2 hours left. All right.
Okay.
Oh, so this is what you do with it.
Oh, you put it.
I see.
Oh, sorry. So you're gonna
Yeah.
put this is the nozzle or piping tip. You're gonna insert it on the inside, and then you're gonna measure to see how far down it comes. And when Mimi comes back with the scissors, you're gonna clip the tip.
Gotcha.
Got it. Thank you, Mimi.
Thank you, Mimi. So you're just gonna clip it like this. You hold it this way, and you clip.
Oh, so
Flip
not
it
too
across the
close.
top.
Not too close.
Okay, so I could use, which one can I use?
Oh, this one is yours, sorry. This is yours. You're gonna insert the nozzle.
Thank you very much.
This side.
Yeah, we're having fun already. I'm already hungry though, guys.
Artist extraordinaire in cake
Got it.
decorating.
Thank you very much, Teresa.
Are you gonna need some more space?
Oh, okay.
Just push it up.
See, I told you.
Push it back down.
I
This
look.
is why you pre-buy them. So you there we go.
We just started and Jamie's already getting extra help.
That is so funny. Hey, what did I say? What did I say?
All right, so we have it locked and loaded.
So the goal is to get the entire, where you see the goose, the goal is to get everything out.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's out.
And we have chocolate buttercream, and we have vanilla buttercream.
What happens if I mix both?
You can mix both, you'll get a marble effect if you mix both.
I'm bougie, so I'm gonna
You heard it here first, okay, Bougie?
I love this.
Okay, so you can try with you can take out which flavor you prefer.
Uh-huh. Thank you very much, Carissa.
So just a little we need?
Oh, hold on. So you're gonna bend this back like this. So you're gonna make it like a cone.
So I hold on to this one.
Wait, I missed that because I was looking down.
Oh,
I see.
Over your
Oh, this will make it easier.
Yeah, so you make like a cone from on the inside. Okay.
And it makes it easier to pour it in.
Put it in.
Got it, got it, got it. I'm actually a vanilla person. Not my personality, but the flavor that I like.
I'm
So
going
what
to
is
do
the
chocolate.
personality of vanilla, Mimi?
It means
Regular.
regular, like not really
Oh.
nice, but not really exciting or interesting.
Okay, I was
You're
just-
very vanilla.
I was hoping it had nothing to do with the vanilla vase you were holding me out of there.
No.
Back to the base. Back to the base.
I don't know what I'm doing here. I need
So
to come
you're
down a
gonna
little more,
get a
Carissa.
You're gonna get a good dollop on the inside.
Gotcha.
I mean, we're just doing one cupcake, so we don't need that much.
That much.
That's okay?
Let me
Yes,
try.
that's fine.
Let me try this one. I'm gonna have to pull it. Already you can tell who the novice is. All right, there we go.
That's why you should just buy it at the store. You were fighting us on this, but look at you now.
Carissa, while we're talking
I'll
and
show
you're walking
you
me
how to
through
do
this,
this.
you
So you're
see?
gonna hold the nozzle.
Uh-huh. Oh, I see.
Like this.
Uh-huh.
And you're gonna make a cup effect with your hand. So you're gonna hold it like this.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha.
Like an
Yeah.
ice cream cone.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm getting extra help, guys.
Okay, and then you just put it on the inside.
Thank you. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah. I like this.
Okay.
How long did it take you to get into stuff like this? Were you always into baking?
Actually, I am a chef.
Wow.
I've been a chef. I started my journey at the Marriott Hotel back in 2009. 12, I think it was. I went directly to Marriott after culinary school because I did the culinary school in CFDC.
Okay.
So I went directly to Marriott from there. I spent 3 years there where I was a chef most of the time, and then I had a short tenure at the pastry shop. That's where I learned most of the things that I know now.
Well, there's hope for all of us, okay?
But what part of baking did you like as opposed to cooking?
Decorating.
Ah, this part. Okay, got it.
Decorating.
So what are we supposed to do now?
So you're gonna squeeze everything down. Should I help you with yours?
Yeah, you get extra help too, Cortez. Yeah.
So you're gonna squeeze everything down like this. For Jamie.
Okay, we're squeezing down.
Okay. Until you see it coming right down to the tip.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And then I'm gonna show you. So
Very
you spin,
slowly for us.
You spin. So the goal is to get pressure in the piping bag.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So you're gonna squeeze
Oh, got it. Yes.
and pull.
That looks great.
Squeeze and pull. Let me
Yes.
see that again.
You're gonna squeeze
Squeeze.
and pull.
Okay, inhale.
Directly
exhale.
down. Wait, you can put some.
Oh, that's so
You
cool.
can try again. Hold on.
I got it, I think.
Yeah. So you're gonna go directly down on the cupcake. Down, down, all the way down.
Down?
Yes. Squeeze, add, and pull up.
I look like a Mario on top. Look, Picasso.
Number two.
Okay, so you can go all the way around the cupcakes doing the same technique. Squeeze, directly down, squeeze, and pull.
Ooh, oh my God. Mimi, I think I'm going to go learn to bake.
I was just going to say this might be my next career choice.
Oh my God, look. It's coming out so well.
Carissa, it's a good thing you came today then.
Oh my God.
So there we have it.
There we have it.
Oh, yours looks so good. I really love the bougie marble effect.
Can I show? Because I don't know if you guys at home can see this. This is when you have bakers in your family, okay? This is so unfair right now. This is what happens when you have bakers in your family.
It's really nice.
This is awesome.
I don't know what kind of flowers mine are, but we'll go with
Hey,
that.
that's gorgeous. That almost looks like a wedding cupcake.
It does. Birthday cupcakes. Yes.
James, are you getting through? Jamie, sorry.
I am trying. I'm trying. Listen, I got the high tower of
It
icing,
looks like
okay?
flames. That's good.
I don't know what's
That's fine.
He's burning it down.
Definitely. So if you would
Jamie,
like to
you're burning
have
it
some
down.
sprinkles, I have some sprinkles here.
Easy.
I'm so proud of my little cupcake, guys. Oh, I almost dropped it.
You can have some sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
I can
Maybe the last time I used sprinkles, it didn't end very well, remember?
You see, I'm not the one bringing up past transgressions. Hortensia, yours looks like I would spend 5 easy on that one.
Thank you, ma'am.
Maybe 10. 10, I think. Higher end.
So, can I have 10 EC?
Wow. So you can put as much as you want, as little as you want, you can go wild, right? Okay, this is awesome. I'm having fun.
So
This is really nice.
and there you have it, a simple tutorial on how to decorate cupcakes.
Aw,
Thank you.
this is really, really, really
No, I
nice.
really feel like a chef. I want to put one more.
I really love that one.
So we are getting to the good part.
Yes, we are. Taste test now.
Taste testing, yes.
Ba-ba-ba-bum.
I feel like I need to have a knife. Guys, camera crew.
Oh my
I feel
God,
like
you
I
are
need to,
bougie.
I feel like I need to save some for you because it's so unfair. You work so hard. Right? So here's what I'll do. I'll slice it down the middle. And then you can have
It
what's
tastes
left.
even better because I made the icing. Because I did the icing. Yeah.
It's nice and moist.
So how long has your business been open?
Well, La Pala started back in 2012. However, we have been on an up and down journey with La Pala. because it was formerly owned by my big sister, who is Anastasia Elliott. She's now the owner of Yaffe.
I know your face from somewhere. Oh, yes, yes. Your sister was on the show.
Correct.
Doing the soaps and the lotion, well, all sorts of things.
Yes, and I was here.
And you were here as well, exactly.
Yes.
Agro-processors, right.
Okay.
Oh.
So I have been behind the scenes doing some of the baking, but because I was employed in the hotel industry, I wasn't so much at the front.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, with COVID and everything, business went down with the hotels. So I had to do something, you know, to help myself, because I'm actually in school. I'm in my last semester.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to do something to, you know, get some money so that I can continue to pay for school. So I decided to start this, I started to bring it back.
Yes, rebirth, yes. Reintroduce, right.
Correct. So that started back in 2020 in August.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since, that's what I'm doing now.
That's great. Listen, you're good at it.
Thank
You're
you
good
very
at
much.
it. So
Yes,
I
yes.
can tell you that.
So I had to stop entirely with school, but, you know, with the baking, so that I could make enough. And then I'm back. So I'm in my last semester now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, that's a really great story of resilience and strength.
Yeah.
So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And your cupcakes are really good.
Thank
Really,
you.
really good.
All right. So we'll take a brief break and we'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned, everyone.
So you mentioned something about a lump.
Babe, I just felt something on the left side of your breast. Tell me if you feel it.
Do you do your self-breast examinations monthly?
No, I don't.
Well, women are supposed to examine their breasts once monthly. Let me show you how. When at home, you can check while standing in the shower or while lying down. Simply place a pillow under your right shoulder and your right arm behind your head. Using your left hand, move the pads of your fingers around your right breast, gently covering the entire breast area and armpit. Use light, medium, and firm pressure. Squeeze the nipple and check for discharge and lumps. I did find a lump in the upper left breast. I am not sure what this means. Therefore, I need to refer you to the DMO, or you can see your private physician. The doctor is going to examine you and recommend an ultrasound or a mammogram. Listen, not every lump is cancer. 80 to 85% of the time, the lumps found are benign. That means they are non-cancerous. Lumps in the female breast or armpit can be non-cancerous tissue growth or fluid buildup, or a number of things that can present themselves at various times. But sometimes it's a sign of cancer. That is why I am referring you to see the doctor.
Okay, nurse. Thanks for your help.
Well, welcome back to Good Morning SKN, and we are speaking with Carissa Holiday, the owner of La Parlor Bake Shop. And I mean, we were a little excited, so we got to the eating part. So what we're gonna do, we actually, because we're experts now.
Really?
Well, maybe not you, but most of us seemed. No, Jimmy, your cupcake was actually really nice. It really was.
It's dark outside, right? It's really shady outside.
No, your cupcake was really beautiful. I think we got the hang of this part of it. So we're actually going to do it again, but maybe just a little bit different. We're going to use some color this time?
Yes.
Okay, well, walk us through that one. We'll take it slowly so you at home could maybe follow along. If you happen to have a cupcake and some icing next to you, make sure you join us.
But here's the fun part, though, before we even get started. I'm breaking you into this because I'm going to be trash talking you all the way through it. Here we go.
Okay, so you're gonna get some vanilla icing. Put it in a bowl. And
Oh, we're adding color.
color, yes.
Uh-huh. Okay, what color is that?
This is royal blue. This is from my favorite brand, Chef Master. I was introduced to this brand actually from being in the hotel.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh.
So just a dollop, not too much?
Not too much.
Okay.
I guess
Yeah,
it
that's a
depends on
little
what color you want it to turn out.
Correct, but the goal is not to put in too much. You add a little, and you see how deep the color is, and then you add some more.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
a
like
smart
you're testing
tip.
it. Yeah.
Yes, because sometimes the color can become bitter if you put too much.
Oh,
I
it
bet
actually
Hortensia knew
tastes
that.
bitter?
Sometimes.
Hortensia, I bet you knew that.
No.
Oh, no.
Sorry. I told you.
But you
My
can
sisters
do.
are the bakers. I don't know. I'm
We
learning
had a
today.
little chocolate in there, so the color is just a bit different.
Yeah, I like the hue though.
Yeah.
It's a
So
good
you
blend.
just
It almost matches Jamie's shirt.
Oh, okay. Hey, you got good eyes. You got good eyes.
Okay, so is this color good?
Yes, it's beautiful.
Okay.
It's really nice. Hey, it's a boy. That's the color of the
I
blue.
used to
Why would you reference me?
You realize what she did. Hortensia did that, not me. All right, go on.
Okay, so for the piping bag, we have a nozzle and a tip.
Hey,
So this is a different type of
It's
nozzle.
a different type of nozzle, yes,
Okay, okay.
and it's bigger.
And the ones we used before.
So
Yeah.
you just insert the nozzle, and this is called a coupling actually. So you insert the coupling on the inside, and you fasten this on the outside.
Outside, okay.
So you get it really tight and snug.
And then you do that thing with your hand again, I imagine, where you cup it
Yes.
and you flip it. I'm learning.
You can do it with a cup if it's easier for you, but because I do this almost every day,
Yeah, so it's second
practically
nature
every
to
day.
you,
So
right?
yes, I do it with my hand, and I think it's actually easier as well. So you just insert the blue icing. Try to get everything in there.
It's a pretty blue. Yeah.
It is really nice. So how
And
long
like
does this
usual.
actually take you though? Like if you're decorating, say, a dozen cupcakes.
A dozen cupcakes will take me just about 5 minutes, depending on the design. How to say it?
More detailed.
More detailed designs will take me a little more time than just an actual dollop.
So we went simple today.
Yes.
But if people want to know or see, your more detailed designs, where can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram. My handles are, for both Facebook and Instagram, my handles are at Le Parlor, that's LEPARLOURSKN. On Facebook and on Instagram. You find most of my designs on Instagram at the moment. I'm actually in the process of rebranding. So
That's
I
exciting.
haven't posted much lately because I'm about to rebrand. So once I do complete the rebranding stage, then I will post most of the stuff that I have done in January.
All right, can't wait to see.
Maybe you should come back on when you've rebranded.
I can do that.
Yeah, the camera guys are there like, yeah, appreciate
Okay, so I'm going to show you a detailed design, okay?
Oh, more detailed, okay.
Let's see what I can do. I need some more icing.
You see, it takes a professional to know that,
It
because
does.
if I started, it would be like, oh, I'm done,
Exactly.
But
So we're going to go to this one a little bit faster.
Okay.
like a pro, which you are.
Just a dollop.
This is so much fun, though.
Mix, mix, mix. You're going to have 2 shades of blue.
That's fine.
That's good.
That one's even prettier.
Yeah, the other had in some chocolate. Okay, so we have it all pretty mixed now.
So you normally make, you could do these simple ones, but when you do the most detailed ones, I know people like their things personalized. What are some of the designs that you are normally requested to do? Jamie was saying it's a boy. I know sometimes people have colors now for like gender reveals. So do you do those types of things often? Birthday themes?
Yes, I do birthday themes. Actually, for cupcakes, I have a package right now running where it's a 12 top, and I design them very, detailed, very detailed. I also include 2 fondant pieces, and that has a personalized message. So let's say you can say happy birthday and your name, or you can say happy anniversary and your title, whoever it is, I'm doing something like that. And that is only $65.
That's not bad at all.
Yes.
And of course, Valentine's Day is coming up, so I'm guessing people might want Valentine's Day themed cupcakes. Yeah.
Yes. But unfortunately, I'm not doing anything for Valentine's this year. I did last year, but this year I won't be doing it because, I'm trying to complete school. So
Okay. Right.
I will try to get in on the other stuff coming up, like Mother's Day and stuff like that.
Okay, so we're all ready.
So we're all ready now.
Hortensia, you're soaking all this up, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
So not only Picasso at art, but Picasso at baking and decorating.
You squeeze and you make sure everything is up.
Uh-huh.
And then going to squeeze.
And this one is the more intricate design.
Well, if we had a better nozzle.
She brought the simple nozzles for us today.
Yes.
But that's very pretty.
Yes, it is.
The
Oh, I see what
cute.
you did.
Ooh.
Professional piper.
Yes, so you have 2 different piping. So you can do the rosette, which is round, and you can do the dollops or the stars.
I like that.
And then we can decorate it with some sprinkles.
All right, so again,
Just on one
quickly, Le Parlor's handles. People can come and order from you and call you and all that stuff.
Yes. You can order, you can send me a message on 869-765-8619. You can send me a message there, and you can also DM me on, direct message me, that is, on my Facebook and Instagram pages as well. So that is at Le Parlor SKN for the 2 handles.
Thank you so much, Carissa, for coming by today. I'm going to enjoy this guy. She did some more for you, so you can get from the new batch, all right? More Good Morning SKN in a moment.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Has anyone ever touched you here, here, or here? Well, these are actually bad touches, not good ones. And so, if anyone ever touches you in these areas or anywhere else that makes you uncomfortable, you must say no, then go and tell. Say it with me. Say no, then go and tell.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with Probation and Child Protection Services, the Ministry of Health, and the Pan American Health Organization.
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are any exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, don't want to run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning, SKN. Ciao, bango!
The revolutionary Nelson Mandela once said, "Children are our greatest treasure. They are our future." The 25 most remarkable teen programs in St. Kitts and Nevis honors youths 12 to 19 years of age, annually in a number of non-traditional categories such as courage to overcome, leadership, community service, civic involvement, and most promising teen.
Cassandra Simmons is a 2021 Remarkable Teen awarded for excelling through challenges. A student at the Charles E. Mills Secondary School, Cassandra is the epitome of the saying, "Where there is a will, there is a way." It is her innate desire, despite her challenges, to maintain a positive outlook on life that has contributed to her success so far. We are happy and honored to welcome Cassandra to Good Morning SKN.
Welcome, Cassandra.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, so you are one of the teens, most remarkable teens for 2021.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that achievement?
It was good, especially since it was at first unexpected. I think it was something I needed to get because of the year I was having. So it was a great experience. Good accomplishment.
So you were awarded in the category of excelling through challenges.
Yes, I was.
All right, so can you tell us what some of the challenges are that you faced?
Sure. Well, evidently a lot of health problems. I was around 8, I think, when I was diagnosed with epilepsy. Yeah. And that was just after I had a surgery on my ear, so I guess that was kind of stressful for an 8-year-old. Over the years, life has thrown many complications, but I just try to find best way to explain it, especially since I'm still alive, and so that's the greatest thing of it all.
Yeah, and I can sense your positivity, and I love that about you as you're talking, and the fact that you received that. Cassandra, you're remarkable indeed.
You are.
Thank you.
You missed months of school, traveling abroad for medical attention. Yet, I see you are in 5A1. Congrats. You're giving me goosebumps. Proud of you. Proud of you. How did you manage to do all of that?
Trust me, it was really hard. It was very hard, especially school. Most times, if you're not there, you don't get it done. And so I had to make up in my mind that when it comes to my schooling, I wanted to be able to still have the things that I want out of life, not make the situations that I have been in make me as a person. And so when it came to doing the schoolwork, I just willed myself into it, no matter how tired or stressed or sick I was feeling. I tried to do little portions of it just so I can get there.
You are truly a resilient young lady. I'm trying not to cry.
Listen, you're motivating me right now. I think you need your own platform. I think you need your own show, because there are a lot of us who don't have to face some of the things that you've had to face, and we are not as positive as you are. Yeah. And you are inspiring me right now when you're sitting just this close to me, you know? So I understand that you consider yourself as well, since we're talking about 5A1 in school, the ultimate geek.
I really am, because I guess you would have to know me, but I love reading, I love writing, anything that has to do with books. I love it. It's just me. I think it works, really, because you're going through a lot of stuff, so you have a lot of things to write about. I actually really want to write a book. I really do.
Yeah?
That's good. That's
well, I can't wait to read it.
That's good.
I can't.
Do you have a favorite subject in school?
Yes, and you might think it's weird, but I actually love physics.
Oh, I love physics too, so no.
I really do.
That's good.
I love science, anything that has to do with science. I'm really sad I didn't do chemistry.
Uh-huh.
I really am.
Well, you can pick it up sometime along the way.
Hopefully.
Curious though, what do you love about physics the most?
Huh?
What do you love about physics the most?
I guess I love learning, especially the stuff about the histories of the people that made the stuff that we enjoy today. I love that. And the experiments are good too.
Experiments are good, absolutely. I love that as well.
What are some of your interests outside of school?
Okay, interests. Well, after 2020, during COVID-19 quarantine, I started trying to learn how to cook. Everyone in my family knows how to cook, and I didn't know how. And so I started just going around my family where they were doing it. I guess I started getting good, so I love cooking now. I love writing. Everyone knows that. Anything that has to do with music. Yeah, I actually started having this new passion for sewing.
Oh, really?
I really want to learn how to do it. I've been intrigued by it.
Well, with all the reading that you're doing, it would come as no surprise, and you being the ultimate geek and all, that you'd be able to do that. In terms of cooking, what's your favorite dish to cook? I'm curious, because maybe you can teach me a thing or two. So what's your favorite dish to cook?
Well, okay, around a couple months ago, my aunt, she taught me how to make coconut rice with the baked chicken. I love soul food. I love a big meal, and so she was teaching me that. And since then, I really love that. Anything that has to do with adding coconut. So I really.
You're making me hungry, Cassandra. That's not food. All right, so let's go again. In terms of everything that you've had to face, and you being so motivating, as I said to you before, because you really are motivating me. What would you say to other people who think that, their struggles cannot be overcome? And you can look right in that camera there and tell them.
Okay. What I would say to people is remember what you want in life. Don't let the struggles that you have you subject yourself to little things. When I was going through all that stuff last year, I kept remembering my mom. She's an amputee, and so I had to remember, I want this for myself. I want to break those generational curses when it comes to poverty. I want to make sure that I can say I got what I deserved out of life, and the things that I went through, whether as a kid, don't bother me. It's not on my mental health. 20 years from now, I can strongly say that I have overcome everything. That's it. Just make sure.
You are truly deserving of that award, resilience. Yes. I'm telling you, you're making me want to tear up. You're truly resilient. And we're proud of you for that.
Absolutely proud of you. I wish we had more time to talk with you, but honestly, you don't know what you're doing to the studio right now. You're amazing. We're gonna go to break. We'll be back in a moment, everyone. Stay tuned.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Let's face it, most parents or guardians don't want to think about their teens having sex, let alone contemplate the possibility that they might get pregnant or get someone pregnant. Teenage pregnancy is a situation that involves female adolescents. A teenage female can be pregnant as early as age 12 or 13, although it is usually 14 and older. The fact that teenagers become pregnant is related to many factors. Here are some tips to decrease teen pregnancy. Teach teenagers comprehensive sex education. Target messages at teen boys, not just girls. Get the whole community involved. Encourage mentoring. parental involvement, and support. This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Bless up, Dejo here, and I'm doing my part in the fight against COVID-19 by following all safety protocols and, most importantly, rolling up my sleeve for the vaccine. So I'm encouraging you to do the same, because that's our best shot of protecting ourselves, our family, and our friends. So don't wait, vaccinate. Let's roll up to roll out.
Yeah. I know we can make it. It's only just a phase. Once we're vaccinated, and everybody gonna be safe. Everybody gonna be one safe. Kind, yeah. One people. We are roll up to roll out, yeah. Cause no man's alone, do what's right, alright. Cause I love you, brother, my sister. And we're in this together, my sister, my brother. I don't wanna lose you, I love you too much. I think it's better for us, yeah, yeah. It's better for us, hey. I don't wanna lose you, I love you too much, yeah, yeah. It's better for us. Tell your mommy to roll up to roll out.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
We're back on Good Morning SKN. Cortensia, what day is it?
Nutella Day. Love Nutella.
Nutella Day.
Whoa,
Nutella Day. Nutella is a brand of sweetened hazelnut cocoa spread that can be used in many ways, but it is commonly used as a topping for breakfast toast, pancakes, and waffles. Today, as we loosen up, we're going to be using Nutella in a not so common way. We'll be making Nutella mug cakes. Again, going against my New Year's resolutions yet again, with just 4 ingredients.
I'm wondering what they are.
The ingredients are?
Not the ingredients. What's your resolution?
My resolution
To
was
eat it.
healthier.
You can make it. You don't have to eat it.
No.
You gotta
taste it. I'll just taste it. I'm not going to eat all of it. I'm actually not a Nutella fan.
I thought the baking was against her New Year's resolution.
No.
I got it.
So our ingredients are a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, a 1/4 cup of Nutella, and a 1/4 teaspoon baking powder. So sorry. Let's begin.
And 3 tablespoons of milk.
Oh, yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot the milk.
Yeah.
My bad.
Can't forget the milk.
You're already ruining the recipe.
I know.
Yeah, we're a pack of bakers right here, right? Yeah, we're gonna get this done. All right. So what do we do now? Follow the instructions. So it's a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Let's go.
But let's begin. Let's see where, because things have to go in order. So we're going to whisk a fork. We're going to. So we have all our. Okay, so we're gonna put all our ingredients mugs. Yes, and then we're gonna whisk them together. So let's get the ingredients again. We're gonna need a quarter cup of.
This is the cup, man. Right here.
Oh, this is a quarter. Oh, you see, these are great.
Hortensia saved the day.
These are great. Like, we're just buying them in the store.
So if there's flour and baking powder. Right.
So yes, this is flour and this is the baking powder.
Good Lord.
Right. So a quarter cup of all-purpose flour. There you go.
Ready.
This is amazing. You guys are so good at this
1/4
stuff.
cup of
There you go,
Nutella.
Jimmy.
Am I supposed to guesstimate?
What'd you say the quarter was? Because you're the baker.
A quarter cup
This
of
was a quarter?
Nutella.
A quarter cup.
No, the full cup of this.
Okay.
A full. You got
a
full
quarter cup of this. Oh no, you got to. Well, this is a quarter cup. Go ahead.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah. That's a lot of Nutella if we're using a quarter cup. No, go on, Jenny. That's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, we're scaring the listeners.
I'm scared myself. I'm terrified.
We're scaring the
A
viewers.
quarter cup of
This is funny.
Nutella. That's a whole lot.
Yeah, but you don't have to eat it. You just have to make it.
Oh wow.
And then we put it in the oven, and then we see what happens tomorrow, right?
Whoa.
Today.
Baby, it's not an overnight baking. Any cake you put in the oven for overnight. Okay.
And we've got help. Awesome. Thank you for helping us. Great helper.
And we're gonna use
You're really hands-on today.
Yeah, we are.
a quarter teaspoon of baking powder. Okay.
Wow.
I look a little much.
What? Maybe shaking off. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, my great helper.
Okay, quarter tape. Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
There you go.
And then milk. How much milk
3
do we need?
tablespoons.
Okay.
While you guys talk, I'm going to go over the instructions again for the viewers because I'm pretty sure that we lost them somewhere along the way.
We're also lost.
So we've got a quarter cup of all-purpose flour, a quarter cup of Nutella, 3 tablespoons of milk, and 1/4. And we're mixing them all together. We're going to whisk them in the mugs. Thank you, Hortensia.
You are welcome.
So
I'm
we're
about to whisk.
mixing. Yeah.
So I'll be the last whisker here today.
Yeah.
That's okay.
And we're making mug cakes. I don't think I added milk.
Yes,
I
you
did. I just put 3 tablespoons.
I'm a lousy baker, in
Yes.
case you didn't know, right? I think I just gave it away.
So do you guys actually eat Nutella?
I do. I have a big bottle. Yeah, I have a
you
bottle
told us
bigger than
yesterday.
this. Yeah. I like it with peanut butter and cheese.
Wow, it's not-
What? And cheese? That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Jimmy, do you eat Nutella?
Interesting is what you call it, Mimi?
Interesting, yes.
And I also drink coffee a lot, so I do this Nutella coffee that my friend sent to me, and it's really, really good.
Oh, wow. You have to
Yeah.
share that recipe sometime.
Indeed.
So, Jamie, do you like Nutella?
I'm going to love it after today. Smells and looks really good.
It does.
I actually don't like Nutella. It's really, really sweet.
Really sweet?
And I watched this thing on the internet that like says it's like 50% sugar.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's good because we didn't add any sugar, so it works out, right?
Sweet enough, you think?
What am I supposed to do with this? Am I supposed to taste it?
I mean, you can. You're supposed to like bake or rise
Okay.
or something.
Well, you didn't see what
So
I
what actually happens is that now we have our mixture. You know, it's actually really fun because it doesn't go into the oven; it goes into the microwave. Right.
Oh, really?
So it's something that you could do. It literally can take you once you have the instructions and the measurements. It could take you 5 minutes. So we actually gonna pass this on to the people in the studio who are gonna put it in the microwave for us, and we're gonna see how they come out by the end of the show.
Yep.
So in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy
Ghost,
Spirit,
we shall have Nutella cakes.
we'll see how this goes. All right, so we're all whisked up.
Yes, we are.
That looks really professional.
I guess I'm learning today.
No, I'm
No,
feeling.
you know what this is? No, you know what's going on, right?
What? She's
It's
pretending?
in her blood, and she is
Okay.
pretending. She's got bakers in her family, and everything that she's done today as a proclaimed non-baker has been just professional. right?
Exactly. I'm siding with Jamie on this one. But we're going to take a break and we'll continue with the show and then we'll check back on our mug cakes in a little bit. You're watching Good Morning SKN.
strong for nature knees. Bend your head close to your knees. Hold on to a table leg. God, let's please. Behind your head, protect your neck with your arm. Face away from windows, you must understand. If you don't have a shelter on to remain in a place that the shaking's through now. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Drop, cover and hold, stay in control. Drop, cover and hold. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you earthquake now. Wave tsunami, wave tsunami, wave tsunami. Move away from doorways, windows and shelves. Heavy objects could drop. You could damage yourself. Cabinets and bookcases may also fall. Like pictures and objects mounted on the walls. And if caught outside, find an open space. Debris from buildings may fly.
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
Self-health management refers to the measures people take to manage their own health. You and I should remember to wash hands often with soap and water, or use alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid touching your eyes, mouth, and nose. Take your temperature morning and evening. Watch for symptoms. Persons with diabetes or hypertension are reminded to take your medication regularly as prescribed. If you have no symptoms, you may carry out your normal routine and boost your immune system. When you are outside, avoid public spaces and wear a mask at all times. If you develop symptoms, put on a mask and seek medical care. Do not take public transportation. Inform the doctor of your travel history, any contact with confirmed or suspected cases, your occupation, and whether anyone around you has similar symptoms. If you become ill, please rest at home. Wear a mask and isolate yourself from others in your household. If you share a bathroom, disinfect daily using 1 part bleach to 10 parts water. Everyone must work together to reduce the spread of the coronavirus.
Hey, my friend, what going on?
Not a thing. I just here cooling under this tree, about to eat a mango or two.
Where you get mango from all now?
Boy, Auntie Rose bring me some mango this morning.
Oh, gosh. What you hit me for?
You give me something to put on?
Girl, you can't just come tempting me with these juicy round pally mangoes and expect me not to want some.
Just because something looks appealing and you want it, doesn't mean you are entitled to it and that you should touch or take it. Your mother ain't teach you manners. Ask for consent first before you touch up the mango them.
But why ask? And if it's dear, it's dear. Just take it. Why ask?
Simple. If it is mine and you ain't asked for it, it is called, wait for it, stealing.
That's true. My bad. Okay. May I please have some mangoes?
I don't know. After that spectacle, I ain't sure I want to give you any.
You see that? But I ask.
Just because you ask doesn't mean I have to give. It is still my mangoes.
So what you tell me ask for then?
Because consent is everything. Had you asked first, I would have been more inclined to give you one. And just because you ask doesn't mean I have to give you. You got it?
Okay, I got it. Now, may I please have some mangoes?
Only because you're my friend and I like you. But that still don't mean you're entitled to it.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
Good. Don't leave your mango skin on the ground, eh?
If you understand the importance of asking for someone's consent for a mango, then it shouldn't be too hard to understand consent when it comes to sex. The power of consent is everything. Ask first. If you or a friend has been sexually assaulted, please call 465-5000 for the Counseling Center.
This message was brought to you by No Judgment SKN and sponsored by the Basic Needs Trust Fund, the Department of Gender Affairs, and the Caribbean Development Bank.
You're watching Good Morning SKN. Athleticism is the ability to repeatedly perform a range of movements with precision and confidence in various environments. It requires competent motor skills, strength, power, speed, coordination, and endurance. St. Kitts and Nevis is the setting for great heights of athleticism. In the Federation, we have a whole host of talented athletes, so much so that 2022 marks a historic occasion where we have 23 athletes on the collegiate level. One such athlete is Namibia Clavier, who is currently studying at Arkansas State University. Join us in welcoming this track and field star, Namibia, to Good Morning SKN's Motivating Factor. Hopefully her story will motivate us all and get us on the go, up and moving. Namibia, welcome to Good Morning SKN. How are you doing this morning?
I'm okay. What about you?
Oh, I'm great to be talking really hyped, you know.
Sure you're just okay?
Oh, you're not. Say again.
Are you sure you're just okay?
Yeah. I mean, school is a bit like rocky right now, but I'm okay.
Okay.
Because it actually snowed yesterday, so being from St. Kitts, I don't really favor the cold. So.
Yeah, just one of those challenges that you're going to learn to deal with. And as an athlete, I'm pretty sure that you've already had challenges that you've had to overcome. So no doubt you can hurdle the snow.
So Namibia, why not basketball or football? Why did you choose track?
Well, actually, funny story. When I was younger, I did play football, and I was more so interested in track though, because for some reason my mom always told me from a very young age, oh, you're going to be in the Olympics, you're going to be in the Olympics. And I think that is one of the reasons why I stuck to track. And also, I don't know, like something about track just felt like it was right to be in this sport. Like I fell in love with the sport, I guess, because I was also struggling at a young age with bullying. Everybody would taunt me about my size because I'm very thin. And so running track gave me the confidence in myself to see that I am beautiful, I am strong, and I am that girl. Because when I go on the track and I perform how I perform, everybody wants to be my friend, even though that part didn't faze me. It was just some more the confidence that track gave me that made me stick to it, I guess.
Well, that was so amazing. I would never have thought that you were bullied, and to see you overcome it in such a way that just radiates confidence, and to know that you got that from track, that's amazing. How do you maintain your love for that after all of this time?
To be honest, I actually think about the people that helped me get to where I am, and also the things that I want to achieve in this sport. I feel like that helps me love this sport. And I also watch a lot of track events. I would go on YouTube and watch past track events to help me get the adrenaline feeling and get back in my head like, this is why I love this sport, because it's so interesting to me how you train almost every day to run probably under a minute or under 10 seconds, depending on your event. Like, it's crazy to me that we train so hard to spend less than a minute or just spend a few seconds on a track running, displaying what we do.
Okay, grow, glow, and go. Can you explain that mantra to us?
Grow, glow, and go was something that I came up with when I was in high school. It was actually my last year in high school. And I think the term glow up just came around. So I was like, what's something that I could stick to? What's something that would resonate with me? So grow, glow, and go just means every day you get up, grow, become better, no matter what. Even if it's just finishing a workout, you have grown. Because if I never finished workouts before and I finally got to finish a workout today, I have grown today.
Good
more
stuff.
than how I was yesterday. Glow
Indeed.
just means get pretty, take care of yourself, invest in you, love you.
Self-care.
Self-care, that type of thing. And go, that just means go, because when you're on the track, the starter says on your mat, get set, go. So I just put it there because it kind of coincides with the grow, glow, go, on your mark, set, go, if you understand.
Yeah, definitely. Great mantra, by the way.
Well, we've been seeing some pictures of you as you've been talking, so we know definitely you have the glow and you've got the growth that you spoke to, and you're definitely on the go. Speaking of being on the go, what's your personal best time?
For the 400, my personal best is 56:35 indoors, and outdoors, my personal best is 55:12 for the 400. For the 200, 25:55 indoors and 24:46 outdoors.
And as you train every day, you have plans to get even faster, I imagine, correct?
Yes, I actually compete on Sunday, and I hope to actually break my indoor 400 personal best. So,
well, all of St. Kitts and Nevis is behind you. We're sending you the energy right now. Hope you feel it.
We are.
Thank you.
So your training schedule, in terms of all the preparation that you do, and school, because you mentioned that you are in school. You're actually at Arkansas State University as well.
Yes.
What's that like? How do you manage your time? How do you manage your time?
I can't hear you if you can hear me.
She's not hearing us.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Oh, you can hear us now. Okay, thankfully. We had a little bit of a technical glitch. So I was asking you, Namibia, how do you manage your time between training, school, and everything else?
Well, luckily for us here at Arkansas State, we have academic advisors that help us stay on track with our schoolwork. There are resources and people here to help us organize our time. I actually have a planner that I write daily reminders in. I set alarms in my phone, and I actually have this whiteboard monthly calendar where I'll write down all of my assignments that's due for the month. And then on the side, I write down weekly reminders of stuff that I need to accomplish for the week for myself. So I guess just staying as organized as possible, that's what helps me keep everything together.
Great. So what do you do in your free time?
If I'm being really, really honest right now, in my free time, I usually sleep. I speak to my mom on the phone, but I do enjoy doing makeup. So sometimes I would do makeup on my teammates, on myself. So, but most of the times, because I'm so tired, I would sleep.
All right, one final question before we send you all the love from St. Kitts and Nevis. We didn't ask you what you're studying at Arkansas State University. So what are you studying?
I'm actually doing the major here called biology pre-professional. That's their pre-medical program, because I would like to be a medical esthetician / dermatologist, as well as being a professional athlete.
Well, you know what? Based on everything I've seen and heard this morning, you can do it all. I want to thank you for motivating all of us, telling us about your upbringing and the bullying, and look at you now. You know what? I like that for you, Namibia. Yeah. Look at you now. It's where you are. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us here on Good Morning SKN. All the best to you. And good luck on Sunday.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
We're rooting for you.
Absolutely. More Good Morning SKN in a moment, everyone. Stay tuned.
I am Lucille Pemberton Vaughan. I am health educator and counselor in the National AIDS Secretariat within the Ministry of Health. And we have launched Operation Safe Streets, Safe Streets, and this is done in collaboration with the Traffic Department. Everybody should be tested and know his or her status. You cannot have your status and not know your partner's status. Initially, when one gets infected, there are no real symptoms. However, during that period, within the first 6 months, some persons show signs like flu-like symptoms. Presently, there is no known cure. However, there's treatment, antiretroviral treatment. This treatment actually keeps the virus in check and prevents it from causing havoc on the immune system. HIV and AIDS can be transmitted to 3 main ways. Mother to child transmission, meaning that when someone is pregnant, that mother could pass it on to her baby in utero, and also during labor and by breastfeeding. Infected blood products like sharing needles and if you have blood transfusion, and finally unprotected sex with someone who is infected. How could this be prevented? Simple as ABC. A, abstinence. Abstinence is still an option. B, be faithful. If you have one partner, stay with that partner. And then third, and I think most importantly, is condom use. The C is consistent, correct condom use. So we are encouraging the public to come and get tested. The test is free, it's confidential, it's reliable.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's Day when it comes, everybody.
I want to wish everyone happy Valentine's Day when it comes, and remember to protect yourself.
I would like to wish the general public a happy Valentine's Day. Love is protective, so protect yourself and protect others.
And we are back on Good Morning SKN. Earlier today we made mug cakes, or we tried to. So now we're actually going to indulge in our hopefully delicious creations. So this is mine.
I love the way you say that.
There you go. Hopefully
delicious creation.
Mine doesn't look like it's baked correctly, or baked. Hortensia's, of course.
Man, she's a baking
It's perfect. Mine looks a bit wet.
I am just having great luck today. Great luck today.
Mine looks a little soggy. but nonetheless, we'll taste it anyway. Jamie's looks nice too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Mimi's, yours look nice too.
No, that's not true. You know what mine look like? Fruit cake.
Exactly, and fruit cake is good cake.
Taste test. Here we go. Is there a doctor in the house?
It's okay.
Not bad. It
I guess
almost
there's
tastes like the cupcake this morning.
Okay.
Nice and moist.
There's hope if you follow the recipe. So you guys at home, follow the recipe. Because if I'm saying that, there's hope.
Very simple. We'll actually post the recipe on our Facebook page so that you could take a look at it and you could make your own mug cakes. And if you wanted to send us a picture,
feel free.
You could do that. Yep. So as we finish this, remember to remind you that February is Black History Month. So we'll be discussing, some of the challenges that we would have faced as children of color. Even though we grew up in a predominantly black island, we're still influenced by American and European and even Asian television media. Often because, my cupcake. My cake, my mug cake.
She's shedding a tear everywhere.
Often because of the lack of representation in media, little black boys and girls tend to feel as if they are less beautiful or handsome, less powerful, and unfortunately less valued than their white counterparts. So, guys, the floor is open. If we need tissue, maybe we need to bring some tissue just in case. Yes, we're making light of it, but I know that it could be a difficult situation. And for us, I guess, what our blessing was, as we mentioned before, we lived in St. Kitts, which was predominantly black. Right. So, we didn't have to face much or as much upfront.
Yeah,
right. But I'm sure it still was obvious and evident.
So, Hortensia, do you want to take this one?
Yeah, I will.
You grew up in Guyana, did you?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Partly, I left Guyana around 11. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Moved to Tortola for a bit, and then we ended up in St. Kitts because of my dad. But I always thought growing up that I was going to marry a white guy and I was going to live in England because I just thought it looked better when you married somebody that had color. So I have pretty kids, and that was it. And the fact that I got a big nose, I was on a straight nose.
You have a great nose.
No, I'm confident in my nose, but before I always used to tell my dad, I'm gonna fix this big nose you gave me. I want a straight nose. So I was a little inferior about my race. Mm-hmm. So that was the ideology: marry a white guy and you'll be elevated.
Oh wow!
But the fun thing is, I'm not married to a white guy. I'm married to a black guy, and I'm very proud to be married to a black guy.
I love that for you, Jamie. Any experiences?
How do I feel about race? It was interesting. I think as I grew older, I realized the subtleties that there are to race. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of the toys that, I played with when I was younger, or even looking
white.
At... Yeah, exactly. Predominantly white. A lot of the cartoon characters on television, predominantly
white.
Mm-hmm. And then even when you focused on the television characters and you're looking at the black stars, etc., you realize that there is that difference, and sometimes it's like a culture shock even as to what blackness is and how that is represented as opposed to what white is and how that's represented. What I can say to you is that I grew up embracing all races, and at a very young age I was surrounded by people who were not of my race, who treated my race very respectfully. And so in turn, I never had any animosity towards people who were white or of different cultural backgrounds, because some of those very same people opened their homes to me, opened their places of employment to me when I was, a young child, just giving me stuff to do and that sort of thing. So I think in that way, that multicultural upbringing helps me to understand that when we talk about race and we talk about this person representing that idea, it's not everybody. So the thing for me is to just be open-minded.
I mean, it's good that you had a good experience, and I mean, two of you had very different experiences as it relates to race. I think I had good and bad experiences. I think my first experiencing, like, noticing people of different color can get different treatment is that I was in school. Actually, my best friend, she wasn't white, but she was very, very light-skinned, like very, very high-colored. And I just remember this stark difference in treatment. Like, all of us were gonna go outside and play and clean the classroom, but because she was light-skinned, she couldn't be out in the sun. She couldn't get licks. So all of us getting licks, and she couldn't get licks. And she was just treated much softer than the rest of the children. And of course, like, you're wondering why exactly? Why is it that she's being treated much softer and kind of being pampered and babied while we're out here roughing it out in the sun, having to clean the class? So I did notice that difference. But again, as Jamie mentioned, I've also met people of different races who are very nice and who are very pleasant. Again, we lived in the Caribbean context. At least from my experience, you don't face racism often. But it is also a culture shock. Like when you go to the US and you see the stares and you see the looks and you see people watching you when you're in the grocery store, and then you notice, well, at home, all of us are equal and even. And then out here, it's just so really, really different. So it's really, and again, even like you seeing white people and, you know, that was kind of the standard of beauty, a small nose, Eurocentric features, right? And you think that that's the standard of beauty. And taking some time, I mean, in your adolescent age when you start to focus on beauty, but then realizing that, you know, black is beautiful. And then we actually even got to an era where black beauty started to be trending. So you have white women who want to get tanned, who are trying to have the hourglass figures, who are plumping their lips, the lips that we were teased about, right? Trying to plump their lips.
Do you see what Contentia is doing, by the way?
No, it's true. I've seen white people getting locks and braids. So again, like, but then it also has the dark side of it. It's like, okay, you're kind of appropriating my culture. And things that I was teased for and brought down for, now you like it. It's trending. And that's not really how it works. So, I mean, it's been an interesting experience. It has.
All right, so I'll take the fourth one here. Have you experienced or witnessed colorism? And
we just
prejudice or discrimination against individuals with a dark skin tone. We kind of did, because you touched it. It's interesting because I remember growing up, primary school days, we'll say to people in classrooms, boy, she's clear and pretty. And then we say to the other ones,
you're black and ugly.
You're black those sorts of things. And we do that thing to each other. And then we grow up, and then you realize people, oh, no, I don't like my shade, so I want to bleach.
Right.
You know, or I think black is not as beautiful, or let's call it what it is. I'll just call it that four-letter word, UGLY. We think that it is. And then before you know it, we have all these behavioral patterns that we're living with that says, you know what, I need to be more of something else.
Right. I mean, even in my pageant cycle, I remember going into the islands, and it was like, you know that in the islands, they're like, pretty light-skinned, butter-skinned girls, right, with the soft, coolie hair, and that's just a look. So if you're dark, you have to work like 10 times harder. And the thing is that it's the truth. Like, if you do research, or if you look at even the Hollywood stars, you notice that people, even black people with more Eurocentric features, are paid more, given more roles. Not necessarily that they're better artists or better musicians, but because we like you if you look white enough. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
So yeah, we see that often. Indeed. And what about your hair? Like, I know hair is a big deal. Have you ever, I mean, you have really soft, nice hair. Have you ever felt any way about your hair?
No. I've always loved my hair. The only thing I remember I wanted to change was this. But I've always loved my hair. The fact that I can have it looking like this, where people think it's relaxed when it's not. It's just gel. And then I can have it just big and curly. So I've always loved my hair. The only thing I would have wished to change was my nose. Yeah. And the fact that they used to call me Olive in school, and then they used to call me Noses. So instead of cut into your Moses, it was cut into your noses. So they had me really conscious about this nose that I've grown to love.
Wow. I love that for you. I love that for you. I know in recent discussions there've been a lot of debate on hair, like locks, especially being seen as unprofessional, braids being seen as unprofessional, and workplaces telling people, okay, you're gonna have to take off your locks, which is my actual hair, or take out your braids because that's not professional. Again, we live in St. Kitts and Nevis, and it's really nice, and we're all mostly people of color here, so that's fine.
But I'm happy they're warming up. The fact that our queen now has dreads.
Yes, Nikki,
they're warming up. They are warming up.
Yes. We're coming around.
All right, well, representation matters, and this is one of the reasons Studio 327 exists. We believe that we, as a people, Kittitians and divisions, are smart and talented, and have just to have a vibrant film and television industry that represents us, highlights our culture and our people. So be sure to stay tuned to Studio 327 for this. And
also, we'd like to leave you with an affirmation that you can use to empower your little black boys and girls, your sisters, your cousins, your aunts. They don't have to be little, because even adults need affirmations, right? So let them know you're smart, you're beautiful, you're kind, you are important. And we're going to repeat that.
All right.
We're going to say, I am.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Give me a count.
1, 2, 3.
I am smart, I am beautiful, I am kind, and I am important.
There you go.
I felt that.
So we've got a break coming up, but before we take that break, we've got another bag of surprises for...
What? I should leave jobs more often if I get all these gifts.
No, you're gonna have to open this on camera, all right? I'll walk you through it.
Okay, you're walking me through it.
Yeah, so
do I take the card out first? No?
You can do that.
Okay, I don't want to cry on camera.
Yeah, so all of us, we know that today is your last day, Mimi, and we want to leave you with a bit of memorabilia so that wherever you go, wherever the journey takes you, you will always imagine the impossible. Our tagline.
This is so cute, and this is my favorite color. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Imagine the impossible.
So hence your dress today.
Yes. This is actually the dress I wore on my first day. Yes.
Memories.
I'm sentimental like that.
Yeah, but that's not all. So we want you to imagine the impossible, but we know that wherever you go, you're going to be a bundle of light and joy.
Okay, so this is also in black. Imagine the impossible.
Imagine the impossible.
Oh my God!
And great things come in threes, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we want you to take. I'm going to set it up. I'm trying to set it up. I'm waiting for the right moment.
I'm coming. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We want you to take your light wherever you go, because we know you are going to shine.
Aww. This is so nice.
It is Mimi's last day at home. So,
Thank you.
yeah. While she finishes looking at her stuff, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Roll up to roll up, 'cause no man's alone, do what's right. 'cause I love you. And we're in this together, my sister, my brother. I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much. I think it's better for us, yeah, yeah. It's better for us. Hey, I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much, yeah, yeah. It's better for us. Tell your mommy to roll up to roll out.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantal, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao, bango!
Hey, this brings us to our final segment of Good Morning SKN for today. And if you see this person just like sobbing a little bit, it's because she knows that she's going to miss the experience of coming into your homes each and every morning, because this, Mimi, is your last day on Good Morning SKN. So, because it is, it's only fitting that we look back at some of our great moments with you on Good Morning SKN. So, take a look.
A tribute. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I'm working for my bonus.
You're working. Very funny, very funny. That looks like me, by the way, because he's so
Oh no. Oh no.
You know, exactly. That is so. That is best.
I'm done. It's yogurt.
Oh, how do you feel?
That was funny. Not yogurt, it's yogurt.
Look at your face.
Oh
Christmas
no,
girl.
what is it? No, I need some of that right now. Oh no, good. Jamie's supposed to join in on this now.
I'm supposed to. I know. Yeah. That's really
I like the nostalgia.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, maybe not so much that one. All right. Number 7.
Oh, Jamie, you're good at this too.
I'm just better at giving cues. All right.
You know, we have that Christmas background. Really heavy. Is that the truth?
A lot of it is so.
Pollutants are very bad for the earth and for the environment.
Keep going.
And yeah, that's about it.
No, you lost me. You lost me. Oh, you enjoyed my terrible speech. How do you feel?
It's ketchup!
Yeah, you'll probably be like that angry black woman who's I want to thank you for joining us for one of our greatest shows.
Yeah, one of our greatest shows today.
Honestly.
Good morning, SKN with Jamie and Mimi. We'll see you tomorrow morning on Good Morning SKN.
You get to start your mornings with us, and more importantly, we get to start our mornings with you.
Aww, that was really cute. My mouth is always open. Why? Why am I always? Aww.
Yeah. So there is. Thank you, Hortensia. So there's a quote, Mimi, that reads, "We have to give people their flowers when they're still alive." And today we're doing precisely that to you for everything that you've done for all of us here with your energy, which I know obviously made it its way through the screen. But it's been a pleasure working with you. We're going to miss you immensely. I'm getting one last hug before I see you. I'm going to miss you.
Thank you so much. I'm going to miss all of you too. I mean, I'm going to see you guys around, but I will miss all of you. Man, can I come back and then leave again? This is great. This is the best day I had for a long time. Oops. And I actually really like flowers. Got it. Yeah, I really like flowers. So this is my early Valentine's Day gift. I really like flowers. There's something that I would like to do. Okay, give me 1 second. So, Hortensia, I'm now officially handing over the baton of co-host of Good Morning SKN at Studio 327. Are you crying?
No.
To you, so this is it. Here you go. I know that you will carry it with strength and dignity and pride.
I promise you'll do
And you've been
your
doing
best.
a great job so far.
Thank you so much.
I can't wait to see how far you'll go. I actually would like, if we do have enough time. Oh yes, you did tell us that Hortensia actually had this on her vision board.
I did.
Being a host for a long time.
Yep.
And you're actually doing it now.
I am doing
So I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. And thanks for all the encouragement you gave me throughout the week. I think it has made my Friday a bit better.
So thank you for joining us on Good Morning SKN. Oh, you're giving me the boot already? Are you? Okay. Thank you for joining us today on Good Morning SKN.
All right.
Remember to follow us on all our social media platforms.
And you start your morning with us at 8 a.m.
Bye-bye, everybody.